Hello, this is Seth with Blend Precisely and AI Grimm. This is a weekly live, and today I wanted to talk about AI Grimm. If you haven't heard about it, we've been talking about it to a fairly large audience, but Katrin has come up with a newer, better way to do business. We've been working on teaching people how to do business, particularly in the wellness industry, for at least 5 years. And you may remember some of the different approaches to that, which were fairly successful. I think we have one called the One Product Roadmap. Another one is Rock Your Wellness Business. So we've gone through a lot of iterations, and we've come up with something that leverages AI. And the goal of this product and the training and the course that's associated with it is to take away the painful stuff and make it easier to attract clients and make money. So we're pretty excited about it. We just had a challenge that we did with 35 people or so, and there's quite a bit of buzz and excitement, and we want to share that with you. We know a lot of people are struggling with things like funnels, if you know what a funnel is, lead magnets, how do you get clients in, and we're actually going to be integrating certain aspects of Blend Precisely with AI Grimm. That's coming. We're not there yet, but there's nothing stopping you from using AI Grimm to ramp up your clients and get business moving. So we want to see you succeed. We want to see money flowing and excitement happening in your business world. So let me give you a brief tour of what that looks like. And we're going to share screen here, and hopefully you can hear me and see it. So at a top level, let's just go to our main page about AI Grimm. So this pretty much encapsulates AI tools that actually help content creators do less and better. So before AI, very difficult path. This is actually probably one of the most efficient ways to get around. So without more further ado, I'll just show you the app. .aigrimm.com. So one of the main features of AI Grimm is that you have something called My Assistant, which is called a RAG system, which basically means you take your information, your documents, and you can upload them into what's called a knowledge base, and then you can chat with it as if you're talking to ChatGPT or any other language model. And you get to see your files, everything you've uploaded, and you can click on them and pull them back. So it can act as a storage in addition. So here's an example of a PDF coming from Blend Precisely, and once you upload your own PDFs, you can integrate them, all your recipes if you want. And that's one of the things we're going to be integrating, so you don't have to copy them over one by one. It will just look at your account, and you'll be able to talk and chat and find out everything you wanted to know about things like how many ingredients do I have? What's my biggest, most expensive product? We do have a certain amount of that in Blend Precisely already, but This gives you a lot more working room to ask odd questions and any questions about your specific GCMS reports and ingredients. All right, so having said that, one of the key aspects that helps our people in the AI Grimm world function better is to go through a guided journey on how do you do stuff. So, for example, we have strategic prompts or bundles, excuse me, that take you through step by step. How do you create a lead magnet? And it's not just creating a lead magnet. We ask you specific questions, and you can generate targeted answers that are meaningful for you, for what you're doing, whether you're a massage therapist or you're doing consultations or whatever it is. So this is worth its weight in gold. There's people doing this in a much more complicated way, and this will get you, I think, within 4 hours going through one of the simple bundles, you can end up with a lead magnet, know who your target audience is, have an email sequence, and multiple other things that will get you to a point where you can simply plug it into your existing accounts with Facebook or Google Ads or other systems and be immediately effective. So these are highly curated prompts. Prompts, if you didn't know, are a very detailed way of asking ChatGPT and these other LLMs relevant questions. You may have noticed if you're using it, some of you are not, I know, but in working with ChatGPT and Claude and others, it's very difficult to get the exact answer that you wanted. And the way that that's handled is through these prompts. They're basically very specific things to say. Show me all of my ingredients, if you're an aromatherapist, for example, and it will list all your ingredients, but some of them, maybe not all of them. And you say, oh, well, I don't want the ones that have limonene in them, for example. And so it can do that. But you have to ask the questions in very specific ways. And with respect to business, we've gone through quite a bit of effort to come up with questions and answers and prompts that give you a very clear, targeted result. So that's that part of it. And there's a course, which is really, I think, for most people in this audience would gain quite a bit of benefit from. And it's all themed on the Grimm tales. As you may know, Katrine is from Germany, and the Grimm tales come from Germany, and there's a very strong resonance for her with the link between these tales and business. And after reading through this myself, and after a few chuckles, it's like, wow, this really is meaningful and connected. I don't know if the AI Grimm, if the Grimm fairy tale author was that connected to the business world, but he certainly had some good stories that relate. So there's a community. One of the problems that we have seen a lot, people have tried to do everything in their own head. And it's really important to be able to connect with other people, your peers, connect with Katrine and more senior people to say, hey, I got stuck on something or other. Tell me how it goes. So we have the community, the classroom, and a calendar of events. So and we have a special course for doing leads, which is where a lot of people get stuck. But we can talk about that later. All right. and a fun little tool here for generating images. For example, make me a picture of a cat in Egyptian relief. And let's see what happens. And there we go. There's our cat. So you can use this for your marketing material. It's very clever, fast way to get around and create things that are meaningful for you and your business and your style. Katrine has also put together a fairly large collection of art styles. And you can use these when you're using the image generator. For example, abstract illusionism or anamorphic art, or even analog horror. So there's a lot of art, a lot of different styles, and it's helpful for you and your site to have like a thematic look and feel. So it's part fun and part great tool to have for coming up with images that have no copyrights associated with them, that you can generate and look great. All right. Okay. I think that's enough for now, just to kind of give you a sense for what it is. But please feel free to reach out to us by chat, email, anywhere you can find us. And we'll tell you all about how this goes. We do have a Calendly link, which I'll put in the section here. Let me see if I can find that. Calendar, here we go. Oh, not bad. Calendly. And let's see what we have. Server, okay, meetings. Okay, all right. We'll send that out by email, and we'll talk to you later. If you have any questions whatsoever, please do give me a call, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.